You there? Earth to Devon?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. It kept playing the music in the background. I'm like, what the heck?
Oh, yeah. You were waiting for me to join because, we haven't done this on your podcast yet. So you haven't heard what I've heard. All
Really?
right. Yeah. So Devon, are we ready for this month's episode of More Sports?
Pretty much.
All right. So would you like to take the lead?
Sure, bro. Have you watched the newest series, Last Chance U Basketball?
I have not. You know that.
Oh, I thought you would watch it last night.
Dude, in what time span? I got home and then I went to bed. I got home at midnight. I got off at 11. There was traffic, so my commute kind of got pushed, like really far off. So yeah, I ended up getting home an hour later than intended.
Well, that stinks.
Yeah, they're redoing the entire pipes up here.
Really, why?
I don't know. I think a couple busted with the huge. I don't know why, but all the pipes are like have been messed up at the apartment that I'm in. The water has been white, so I don't.
Ew.
I assumed it was just us because we were moving in and all that. But apparently they've been redoing the pipes over most of the town. That happened a couple months ago, or this month at least.
Well,
So what's happening in the land of Last Chance U? Tell me.
bro. They started this new spin-off series, the basketball,
Uh-huh.
and the season so far, it's been interesting to say the least.
Yeah.
It ain't. I know in basketball, and they're like, they have their first series is on football, right?
Uh-huh. Because I remember, is it by the same name?
Yeah, except the new series is just basketball at the end of it.
Yeah. I mean, I remember watching some of the football one, and I think I remember seeing like an episode or two of the basketball, like in the locker room a couple years back.
On the phone.
Yes, I know that.
Oh, somebody was trying to come in.
Okay, well, try to be more professional. I believe that your listening audience do know that you're on the phone.
Yeah, no, I know. Problems I've been having all day.
But no, I'm pretty sure I saw an episode because we were talking about it. Because Phil Taylor, apparently one of his contacts in Atlanta, was on the show. If I'm mistaken, I could be wrong.
But no, I didn't. You know what I didn't realize? One of the two big things I noticed about the show.
Yeah.
First one is drama.
Oh yeah, like drama makes good television. You
I
should
mean,
you should definitely know that. You like more of the reality show stuff than I do.
that, and I also realized that football players are more drama queens than basketball.
Yeah, football's no offense, Devin, but as a guy who has been with basketball for about 10 to 12 years, football's the worst.
I know, bro. I'm comparing the two shows. In the back of my mind, I was like,
Football's has been much more entitled, especially as somebody who has to guide people to games. The soccer and basketball are typically the most understanding, and then you have tennis, who's like, "Yeah, I'm completely lost. I don't know where to go at all." And I'm like, "I can help you, ma'am." And then football and baseball are like, "I know where to go. I don't need help." And then they'll get lost like 3 or 4 times, and you'll just be like, "Well, hello again," and they'll just scream like "F you," and then come back around. Okay, so I'm lost again. I'm like, yeah, I noticed. Lacrosse are pretty chill though. Some of them are arrogant, not all of them. Baseball and football, like in my security job right now, are the worst. Like that's not just me saying that. That's like my boss, several other people, like having to deal with the parents. They're a lot.
Well, no, bro. Like I was just taking notes. Like there's only out of what I've watched so far, they've only had like one meltdown, and where in the previous show, like multiple player on like the football show,
Mm-hmm.
multiple players would have a meltdown and leave the field.
Really?
Yeah, but in the basketball one, only one guy left, and he left during the game, and it was because of it was in episode 2. Well, really, it was near the end of episode 1, going into
Hey,
episode 2.
you be spoiling it just in case people, want to watch it because we are on a sports podcast and like sports are our bread and butter for not just us but our listeners. Do you really want to spoil the series?
I'm not spoiling the whole series. I'm just saying, like, okay, for an example, right
Okay.
there, I rephrased it. Sorry, that's why I was coming again. I rephrased it. I'm gonna rephrase it.
Okay.
So one scenario, it was bad calls. All right, the refs are doing bad calls.
Yeah. I mean,
all right,
refs are typical for making bad calls.
So they fouled this one kid out. The kid's heated. And, like, you can obviously tell these aren't fouls. Like the way the cameramans
are we talking about pity fouls where they screwed them earlier over in a game and they're feeling bad about it, so they put fouls on other people to like kind of even the playing field, and then ultimately gets another kid fouled out and they're like, well, I didn't mean to. Is there anybody else? And they're like, what the heck are you even calling then? Because we have that sometimes during games.
I don't remember where it was because this show's bad about highlighting actual game day stuff. Like they'll be like, oh, game day against Jefferson CC, and they're like, and it'll be in the middle of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't play the game out. They just pick. They film the game and they show like dramatic highlights of the game. So I couldn't tell you the team. Huh?
Like a highlight reel?
Basically, yeah.
Why'd you hesitate?
Because I was thinking back on it. I was like, oh, yeah, that's a pretty good way to sum it up.
All right. So do we have anything more to add about Second Chance U?
Oh, bro, the coach on there is funny.
Yeah.
I should have sent you a YouTube clip of him acting up. Like, he is energetic.
Are we talking like Murray level?
I don't think Murray was on his belly in the middle of his gym flopping around like a fish.
Oh, I got a story for you. So we were playing against this one team, and this guy is built like a weevil wobble. And it's Delta State, the women's, and I'm in the bleachers, and I'm like, I finished my task like to get ready for our game. Because I'm working with the guys' team, the girls play first. I'm watching them cheering on the girls because I was good friends with them. And this weeble wobble guy, he literally looked like a weeble wobble. I promise I'm not fat shaming. But he's like yelling at the refs, following them around, and all this. Like he's on the court, and crap is happening. And one of the coaches look over at me, and I'm like, "This man has to be fouled out." And then they foul him out, and then the women's team is just very confused, like, "What just happened?" And our team's like, "Okay, I guess we get some foul shots now." But this man, like, they told him he fouled out, so he did the most extra to like drive his point home. And I saw him like underneath the stadium, like a couple minutes later, doing doing a couple more tasks because I can't do all my tasks like right away. Kind of like have to space them out. That man was just like in a hoodie, just like sulking in the corner, and it was the craziest thing. I've never seen a coach act as much as that guy did.
Oh no, this guy last gen was close to that. Like he literally, bro, the first scene with him. Well, maybe the second, like the first practice scene
Yeah.
of the series. The head coach is throwing a big hissy fit, and like he just drops to the floor on his belly and he starts wobbling like a fish.
Yeah.
Like I can't make this up.
Are we talking like in a victory move or just
No, like he's mad, so he
started
like
doing
ran and ran. Yes,
maybe that does take the cake.
you gotta go watch it, and then later on in the practice, he's not a bad coach. Like he's not bad.
Yeah.
I know I'm making him sound bad. As the more you watch,
Well,
like when he
just because he may be mad doesn't mean he's not a good coach. I mean, I know some pretty crazy people that are really good coaches.
and then then later on in that practice, you know what he's doing?
What?
They're working on jump shots, right?
Yeah.
Homeboy runs from half court. He's like, "You gotta jump and land here." He sprints from half to. He's at half court, right?
Uh-huh.
He sprints. He's like, "You gotta jump." As he's running, he leaps, misses the goal entirely, and he just runs up to this giant wall and just slaps the security light.
Oh my goodness.
Breaks the security light.
Now that does sound like something I would see in the middle of practice.
Like he is crazy. And then there's this third thing he does. Third thing, which I don't blame, but it's a superstition.
Okay.
So, you know how you use that?
Sorry, I got a text message. Keep going.
Oh, I thought it was me. I was gonna say. So, he has a superstition. You know the giant thing you use to clean the floors with?
Yes, I used to. What about it?
Yes, he won't let nobody do it but him. He has to do it.
Man, I like this coach already.
Bro, he comes in, but there's a reason behind it. He says.
Okay.
He said on his first year there, because this I think was the show says it's his second year there, or third year there. But his first year there in a playoff game, the floor wasn't taken care of the day before, like the day of, very well.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the kids snapped his ankle, which cost him the playoff game at the last second. First round of the playoffs. Yeah. So he's like, ever since then, he was like, in my mind, I think because the floor wasn't taken care of, that's my fault. So I'll do it myself. He's like, I've had so many other people try to take this thing away from me. And he's like,
dude, I used to show up like super early in the day to do it, like for guys and girls game unless I had a class. I used to always take care of that court.
Bro, that man was getting it.
I also used to do it like the night before, so by the end of it was swept like 7 or 8 times.
Oh, he was sweeping it first thing in the morning because it was like probably like
because football players like trampling on it with their cleats, getting dirt everywhere.
You know, I didn't realize cleats damages the court. I never noticed. I've noticed that too.
You did.
I didn't know that.
I'm triggered.
Bro, don't get triggered.
That's why there's signs. I mean, it's not like you you watched your players damage the light and then run away, so you didn't have to take responsibility for their actions as a coach.
Anyways,
Mm-hmm. All right, what else do you got for me?
mm, other than his superstition, and then like they show he's got a pretty good relationship with the kids.
I mean, a lot of coaches have superstition. A lot of people in sports have superstition. I know from I was a basketball manager, so I know that a lot of guys have a lucky pair of underwear that they like wearing on game day.
Really?
I knew, yeah, I knew one guy that had a lucky pair of socks. I knew one guy that had a lucky bandana. That wasn't the school's color, so he had to hide it in weird places. I mean,
That's so weird.
it's a very superstitious. Sports are very superstitious, you know.
Yeah, I know. I don't even have a routine. You think I'd have a routine, but I don't. I just listen to music or I don't eat.
You don't eat.
I won't eat on game days. Like pregame meal, I won't eat it sometimes. Most time I won't eat it.
I always had to eat like something light. Like I'd eat a lot of food, but I had to make sure it wasn't anything greasy. Because
Bro,
I'd be doing the sprints. I'm gonna be light as a feather. Um, uh, because I'm doing all that running behind the scenes.
bro, you already know it's short of that cat food is greasy. So like I'll be sitting there at home games, I'll be looking at that thing, I'm like, ugh, I ain't eating this. I'm gonna just sip on coffee and just get something after the game.
Like I made sure I didn't drink any sodas, anything that like made me feel heavy, like all that carbonation. I drank nothing but water for like a couple of days before the game.
True, that's like at Briarcliff. We had steak and pasta. I can't I would not eat it. Like how
I
I
ate
feel.
a lot of pasta because the carbohydrates that you burn when running.
That's like feeling hard. Like, bro, eat a small thing of steak. So I just nibbled on a steak.
Yeah,
But
I,
like,
I
I would not.
I don't think I had any superstition myself, like other than like me preparing my body. I don't think I had anything like I've got a 4-leaf clover in my pocket. Nothing crazy like that.
I need to go find me a 4-leaf clover.
Yeah, especially with the last school's record you had.
I know 1-8.
No offense, but that was not your fault.
Eh,
All right, so next do we have on the itinerary? Space Jam.
mm, you already know.
Just for the listeners, I was kind of salty about seeing this on the itinerary for today, um, because it's a movie about cartoons playing basketball.
It relates.
Barely.
My show. We do what we want.
What next? We're gonna include the Rugrats because they had a sports episode.
They did,
No, that was sarcasm.
bro. Don't, bro. I'm gonna find it. We're gonna talk about it.
Let me check. We're talking about it. I'll see if I can find anything with Rugrats.
Man's actually going, bro. Don't actually look it up. There probably is an episode somewhere.
Let's see. Wait a minute. I think it depends on the. Hold on a second. Search talking about Space Jam. I'll let you know what I find with the Rugrats. Oh wait, Olympics in season 4 episode of Rugrats. Um, it's the Rugrats versus the McNutty in various athletic challenges.
The what?
The Olympics. They're the Rugrats versus the McNutty.
The McNutty?
Yeah. Um, the challenges as they battle for each other's gold medals. Oh my goodness. So Angelica and the babies meet Timmy McNutty and the younger brothers. Timmy and Angelica claim their babies and themselves to be the better, so they organize the Olympics, Lympics, as the prize. Angelica and Timmy bet their special gold medals. In the end, Angelica's team won when Chalky quickly completed this part of the final event and made a mad dash to the bathroom because he had to go potty.
Get him, Chucky.
There's your sports content for today, everyone. That's the end of the episode. We'll see you next month.
Nah, bro.
You don't think we did enough? You don't think we did a good enough job dealing with sports for this month?
I mean, as much as I'd love to end on Rugrats, nah, bro.
Okay. Well, tell me
It'll be a
Space Jam too.
All right, bro. So, what do you think about it? Like the overall idea of them making it. Like, what are your thoughts on it first?
Well, is it gonna have Michael Jordan?
Nope. They got your boy LeBron in it.
That may not be too bad.
Yeah.
See, I think I would have more grievances if it was just Michael Jackson. Not Michael Jack. What? This is a hot take if I've ever heard one. If they had the same guy from last time.
Michael Jordan.
Yes, I forgot his name completely. I don't know why. It's not like
this man's
a huge name in sports or anything. But no, I feel like we got still if they
music video.
What?
One of his songs, I forget. There is like a sports video. It's a sporting video, but I don't remember the song.
Everybody Get Up and for the Space Jam that song.
Oh no, not for Space Jam. Like Michael Jackson created a music video that was like a sporting event.
Oh, I didn't know that. But no.
I feel like there's this big, I'm starting to notice with pop stars, there's this big cliche with pop stars, and it's boxing in their music videos.
The Migos do have a song called Fight Night.
I mean, that's cool. I mean, if it makes sense with the song, but like for an example, like Justin Bieber's new song. All right, I watched the music video for it the other day.
He has new music?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't know?
No.
Oh, yeah, he released the video for this one song the other day, and it's like an emotional love song, but in the music video, he's a boxer. I've noticed with pop artists throughout the decades, watch.
Hold on. I would like to say something. So I do notice a trope that with love songs, it's like a boxing match, and which has always weirded me out. Like, why are you fighting with your partner like this? I'm pretty sure that's domestic abuse, but it's always like love songs or songs about sex that are always like, with a left and a right, like something like that, And it's always equated to boxing.
See?
Like, I do know what you're talking about, but I've always just thought it was weird. Of course, I've always thought love songs were pretty weird to begin with, so I just assumed that was me. But what are they doing to Space Jam 2?
Well, first of all, I want to talk about the one main thing.
You better not say Lola Bunny.
I was going to say Lola Bunny because that made the most controversy.
Why is that controversial, though?
Because you have people that really love bunnies.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, why are people like this? Okay, Devin.
I want to bring it
are really upset about the sexualization of a bunny.
Yeah, do you ask me why are they?
Yeah, why are people upset about the sexualization of a bunny?
Because they're nasty.
Mm-hmm. Can I add something?
Sure.
You called me one day upset that she was not going to be as thick as she was before. So, who is really nasty here?
Tommy.
They don't know who that is.
Well, Tommy called me. He was upset about it too.
So you ended up calling me.
To tell you what they did.
And I told you, why are you upset about the sexualization of a bunny? It's a cartoon character.
I think I've been hanging out with Tommy a little too much these days.
You don't say. All right, so what are they changing about her sex appeal?
Bro, I don't see a big deal. All they did was give her an actual basketball uniform.
They had a. Is that wait? Hold up. Is that all they did?
Bro, pretty much. Like, all right, so you got the outline. You got the outline pulled up.
Yeah, but I'm about to look up her Space Jam uniform.
Okay, I don't know why I didn't put a screenshot of it because like it's
okay.
Even
They look the exact same. She's just shorter. That's the only thing I see different.
That's the thing. In the original Space Jam, she wore like the crop top.
Yeah, I see the difference, but like she looks like she has the same figure. I don't see much difference other than she's shorter.
That's it. People don't like it. That doesn't like it that she's wearing an actual basketball uniform.
Well, that's stupid.
I mean, this is the world we live in.
I hate Earth.
It's okay. You can go to Mars
and play basketball, apparently.
Yeah, against the Monstars. I think that's where they were. I think they were on Mars. They were on some planet. I feel like it was Mars.
Yeah.
Was it Mars?
I don't remember. Yeah, it's been a very long time since I watched it last.
No.
I understood why she was so sexualized. I will say that much.
How so?
I just never understood why she was so sexualized. That was pretty much the entire statement.
Oh, I thought you said you understood why she was.
Why would I say that?
I thought you were going to give out some like.
Listen, I don't care much about the sexualization of this bunny. I'm like, okay, good. It's more realistic. But you do know my main issue with Space Jam 2, right?
What's your main issue?
Will Bill Murray be in it?
Oh, yeah. That is your biggest quote. Will Bill Murray reprise his role as the best friend?
It's a perfectly understandable question. He was very good in the movie.
You just want him to be courtside.
I really do. I think one of the funniest things, I was a kid, I was like, what the heck is Bill Murray doing here? Shouldn't he be Ghost?
You know what? You want Bill Murray to be the basketball coach in Space Jams too, don't you?
He wasn't a basketball coach. He was just a guy on the sidelines like, I've got it, guys. And I'm like, what is Bill Murray doing here?
I mean, he did play.
I know, which I thought it was the weirdest thing. I'm like, shouldn't this man be fighting Ghost?
I'm not gonna lie. When I watched it, I thought the same thing too as a little kid. I was like, bro, pull out your proton pack.
All right, so I know that's not really a big issue, but you also have on the itinerary Pepe Le Pew, but it's misspelt.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to spell it right, and I didn't feel like Googling it.
Grade A content right there.
I know, right?
So what is your issues with the skunk?
I am just mad that people want him gone. He's not even that popular to begin with.
Yeah. I mean, nothing like getting rid of rape culture.
All right, yes, that's kind of weird, but still, like, come on.
Nothing like rape culture going away.
Okay, yeah, that's bad, but still, I'm just like...
Nothing like discriminating a giant or entire country, so, I mean...
Oh, that is true. He was French.
Well, here's the thing. For Americas, here's the thing about that for him, the making fun of a country. So the French, he's actually Italian. And that's how the French think Italians are. But in America, he's French, and that's how the Americans think the French are.
Oh,
Yeah, which is just a rabbit hole of stereotypes, or should I say skunk hole? But I kind of get why they want him gone because he was very rapey, and then like consent is a big thing in our culture now because I believe 1 in 4 girls get sexually assaulted, and we do need to kind of recognize that and kind of getting rid of a character that's kind of forcing his sexual advances onto another species kind of is, you know, wrong. I do understand where they're coming from. It. This is the part where you say something.
that was very deep, and I didn't view it that way. But
Yeah.
those are all very good points.
I mean, yeah, it's fictional cartoon characters from a different time, but
See, that's
it's
how I view it.
see just because it's from a different time doesn't mean that just like skating over the smaller premises make it okay.
Fair point.
All right, so why don't you have Jack Nicholas, Joker, and Adam West Pagine in the movie? Thoughts on the movie? What is Pagine?
I meant Penguin. So look, you see that picture with Bugs Bunny?
Yeah,
Look in the background. You can see. All right, you zoomed in on the picture.
yeah, I'm looking at Bugs Bunny's face and a blurry crowd.
All right, so you're looking at his head, right?
Who's holding the shield?
It's Wonder Woman. Like, all right, I'm gonna guide you because there's a couple of DC characters. All right, so
That's not Wonder Woman.
that's Wonder Woman.
There is no way.
It's Wonder Woman. I'm calling it. And right next to the shield, here's another lady in a. I'm assuming in this white
Hold
tank
up,
top. Huh?
is that Cupid?
No.
Whoever that is, they've got a really fat badonkadonk. And they have a beard, and I'm very confused on what's happening in the background because I can't tell anything that's happening. Um, if you can make out anybody in this crowd, please let me know, Devin.
I'm trying to find the penguin. I found the penguin one last night, but if you look to the far left, on about in the dead center, you can see an outline of somebody wearing the color scheme from the Jack Nicholson Joker. Because I actually saw this on a news report,
Joker won, but I mean,
and that got me thinking. But you can't really see that much. But I feel like that one, the Shield is Wonder Woman, and Harley Quinn's right next to her, and the Penguin one is somewhere.
hold up, I'm looking something up because I don't believe you. No offense, I know this is your podcast, but I'm just gonna call you out. I don't believe this.
I promise you.
Well, Spaceman 2, the images revealed Joker, Pennywise, and the Mask cameos.
Pennywise.
Yep. Wait, is that the guy
What?
with the badonkadonk? Maybe that is.
It's the It Clown.
Yeah, I know which one it is. So, okay, so Space Jam 2. Apparently Lola Bunny is living on Themyscira with Wonder Woman and an Amazon family.
Well, that's nice.
The creator of Pepe Le Pew's his daughter is upset about the cut.
Really?
Yeah, she's upset about it.
I mean, from her perspective, that's her dad's creation.
I don't know what these pictures are. They're like really low res.
I know, but that's like big controversy. So, like, I got a feeling in the movie you're gonna see a lot of like Warner Brother movie characters in the background.
I mean, it would only make sense for a cash grab. Thoughts about Space Jam?
All right, so what do you think about the jerseys?
I like the jerseys. They're a lot nicer. They're like a 70s style.
Really?
Yeah. Do we have an idea which Joker is supposed to be in there?
The 1989 one?
Okay. All right. So what do you have with Will Ferrell?
Did you watch the video?
No. Hold on. Tell me what's happening.
Spring training going on right now in Arizona and Florida.
All right, so basically the other day, Will Ferrell decided to play baseball for 10 teams in one day.
Oh yeah.
And just watch him. He shows some athletic ability.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. He looks like a baseball player.
I'm trying to think. Let's see. He went to that. He went. Which team's he at right now?
I don't know. He played every single position.
Oh, he did. Yo, he was a beast in the outfield in one of them. So he was
The Angels?
at right field. Huh?
Was it the Angels?
Yeah. You see him just take that ball and just sling it down the field?
Yeah, he does.
I'm not. He was showing some athletic ability.
Obarts. Objects. I don't know. There's a lot of red ones.
Huh?
No, he did it for an organization for like. Oh, that's good. Cancer. He's raising money for like cancer awareness and all that to help like kids with cancer.
Yeah, so he was showing some athletic ability. He even was a Chicago Cubs third-man baseman. He put out a sign that said, "Don't steal home. Don't steal home." Wink emoji below it, and the guy's just like, "I'll run."
Yeah.
Like crazy shenanigans.
Like the clips that I'm seeing in this video, Will Ferrell's got some moves.
Oh, he's showing some burst now.
Oh yeah, he looks like he's athletic, but not that athletic. Like he could go all the way, like do something great, but he looks like he's like, yeah, I could, but I also like donuts a lot.
He's also like, I don't know, 50 something.
Yeah, he looks like he played a lot of sports in this time.
I'm just kind of mad that he didn't get to hit a home run because every time he was up at bat, he struck out.
Yeah, well, he did a lot of bunting.
I know, sadly. I wanted him to hit a grand slam.
You know what I really like about YouTube right now? You can speed up the clips, so like somebody with like me with ADHD can like watch a bunch of clips all at once, like I just did it a minute ago. Because I didn't just watch that one video; I like sped it up. So I watched a couple of videos and just watched a couple clips, like highlight clips.
Yeah. So what'd you think of it? Did you enjoy it?
I feel like this is Michael Jordan. Didn't he do some time with baseball?
Yeah, he did. And like he literally left the Bulls, was over in MLB for like I think a spring season, and then the 76ers were like, "Yeah, we'll take you."
Part of me wants him to be in Space Jam now.
He probably won't.
I know, but that'd like make my day. Like, well, we were trying to get Will Ferrell, but he was too busy playing baseball, like an Easter egg like that.
That'd be kind of funny. We tried to get Will Ferrell, but he was just too busy playing baseball.
I mean, that'd be a great thing. I wouldn't.
You know, it'd be funny.
What?
What if the Tunes decide to they go to Michael Jordan, right?
Yeah.
And they go to the real world. They're like, "Hey, Michael, can you help us again?" And Michael and Will Ferrell are just sitting at the baseball field like, "No, I got to get Will ready for tomorrow."
That'd be great. I know it would happen, but it'd be amazing if it did. All right, Devin. Let's do the last few things on your itinerary before we go to something else in our next segment.
All right.
All right. So what do you have next for me?
Well.
Oh, you have Joe Biden. What is Joe Biden, Devin?
You didn't hear? Did I tell you about his new transgender policy the other day?
I heard about it already. I was reading the Rome newspaper, and it was like a bunch of transphobic and homophobic stuff. There was like 3 different articles. One was about the bill. Another one was about a woman whose husband came out as bisexual, and then like the apparently she can't trust him anymore, despite them being married for like 25 years. And there was another one about discrimination in Rome against the gays. It was time to be alive. But give me a run through.
Basically, in short,
Yeah.
he signed an executive deal.
Yeah.
So where if you identify as a female, you compete in girls' sports. This is for like high school, basically.
I feel like it's not as simple as that. I feel like it's not as simple as if you identify as this, you identify as that. I feel like there's a little more backing there for cushion. But I do understand what you're saying. Like it's being more open to transgender individuals that don't identify as assigned what they were assigned to do at birth, correct?
Yep.
There was one senator that I know was tearing up when reading about it, and then advocated for people to spend time with transgender youth to see what they go through and what they struggle with. I forget which state it was in, though. Tell me
Lord, who
what's happening in Mississippi.
Bro.
The fact you're laughing
Mississippi.
scares me.
Huh?
The fact you're laughing scares me.
Bro, Mississippi. The governor of Mississippi. I read the article.
Yeah.
And to sum it up in dumb words, you can't get no dumber.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. He basically said, no, Biden, I'm not following your rule. That's stupid. Boys compete with boys, girls compete with girls. And that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
So that was a big ordeal. So he was trying to, is veto the right word to use? When you don't.
I believe it is. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's been a while since I've taken law or studied law. I think it's the president who can veto a bill.
I don't think veto's the right word. But anyways, so the Mississippi governor, he said, nah, bro, we ain't doing it. So he signed it. He did an executive order. The Mississippi governor said, he said, nah, bro, we ain't following that. If you're a boy, you compete with boys. You're a girl, you compete with girls.
So they assigned it birth genders.
Yep. And that's been causing a big uproar. And,
in the LGBTQIA plus, you know what I would kind of like to see from this?
What?
Like a non-binary sport, like where individuals non-binary have like their own like offshoot, and I would kind of like to see how that would play out, because I don't think they would. I think it would be surprising on the athletic ability that would arise out of that.
It's 2021, Kyle. It probably will happen soon at the rate this thing's going.
Are you saying that is a good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, at this point, I don't think it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it. In certain sports, men, or you know how it is, men are more physical. You know what I'm saying?
But to be fair, on like basketball, like bringing back to the Space Jam, women are typically better at basketball.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like certain sports, certain genders are good at. Not trying to sound.
And with basketball, I can also attest that sometimes the women's sports are more physical, and then men's sports are less physical because like as somebody who regularly does film for men and women's sports for basketball, I will know that filming a women's game can take an extra hour versus the 2 hour allotted time for men's basketball.
Sheesh.
Like there is a difference in play styles that you see in production of the sports versus men and women.
I don't know. And I mean, it's just as a culture, I think men should compete with men and women should compete with women. And then they should probably find common ground and have competitions where they meet in the middle.
Okay, are you agreeing with this with Mississippi or you disagree?
Man, the way the rest of the world is, I gotta just disagree with them.
Okay. All right, Devin, you ready to take a quick commercial break? And then we can go back on to I think we got some more stuff to talk about with basketball, and I have some articles about football that you may like.
Oh yeah, did you do your March Madness? I don't even know if we can. I didn't even the March Madness tournament thing that I sent you. Did you fill it out?
I did not yet. Like you didn't actually send me a real link. It was just https semicolon / www.espn.com, and it's not an actual link. It's just you posted a website there. I'm like, well, I can't interact with this.
I know it was acting weird on my end. Let's go on a quick commercial break, and I'll try to pull it up.
All right, sounds good.
It was still here, but it's already the first day of the tournament. So I doubt it's taken down. I didn't even think about it. I should have sent it to you last. I should have showed you how to get to it last night. We could have both filled it out. But let's take a quick commercial break.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. We're back.
Nothing hanky went on. This is a normal recording. Nothing crazy here.
Lord, you know that's a lie. Something crazy always happens.
Shut up, Devin. You're gonna jinx us. Okay, Devin.
I know, bruh. You want to know something crazy?
Not on the podcast.
Well, it's sports related.
Fine. What is it?
I got a call today by Big Arm Quarterback Camp.
That was the actual name.
Yes, it's on my phone. I will screenshot you. I will screenshot it to you later.
That can't be a real name, Devin. You're getting
I'm not giving you gibberish. I will screenshot it and send it to you.
That means you're getting baited into something fake.
No, it's an actual job I applied for. It's actually one of the jobs I applied for. I'll tell you about it when we get on recording. But that was just like
baby arms.
Huh?
But you have baby arms.
Well, listen, I got time to get them jacked. So we're going to have to go down to the 3 Nutrition or wherever that place your sister goes because that's all she ever posts.
3 Rivers Nutrition.
Look, we're going to need to go there so I can get swole so I can get ready for quarterback camp.
Though. That's not the term people used to describe my sister. I hope this episode, if we ever get a big following, I hope this is the episode that gets animated first, and it just has my sister being jacked. All right. We focus on sports.
Yes, bro. Let's.
Because what they don't know is we've tried recording. This is our 3rd time trying to record the second part of this episode. And Devin got a phone call last time. I don't know what happened the first time, but Devin said
she was playing Assassin's Creed, and she was doing some very adult situations in the game, and she wanted to tell me about it.
That is not what you told me in the last podcast. The last time we talked, it was about her brother-in-law, and I got very confused and scared. And then now you're dropping this bombshell. Oh yeah, it was just in Assassin's Creed. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, in Assassin's Creed, she told me to say it. I told her we were recording. She's like, "Oh, well, tell Kyle what I just told you." Because even
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, you don't have a brother.
So she told me that she slept with her brother-in-law, and that's what Devin told me. And I was like, for the sake of posterity, we're starting a new recording. And Devin just started dying laughing, and I just hung up on him. So I hate you both. I just want you to know this.
No, you don't.
Part of me does.
Oh, don't be so harsh.
All right. So in Virginia, do you know what's happening in Virginia?
Which article are you reading?
This is not on the list.
Oh, it's not on the list?
No, I thought I would knock these out of the park first.
What's happening in Virginia?
Well, they passed a legislator to prolong the sports to give them an extra year because you know the COVID situation.
Yeah.
And that passed, I think, yesterday.
What do you mean? Give them more game, like a longer season, or
Allowing them to make up what they missed when things were in quarantine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they don't have to just skip a year. This I think is mostly applying to high schools and colleges as well. It's primarily going towards high schools, but I think there's an amendment in it for colleges, so people don't lose eligibility.
Well, the NCAA and the NAIA passed a thing back in November where everybody basically got a free year this year.
Yeah, but this is further up past I think our division.
Oh.
And then in Michigan, this is another COVID-related thing. The governor Whitmer in Michigan is blaming high school sports for rising of COVID-19 cases. And this is one of several articles I found on this situation. And this is the Detroit Free Press that I'm reading from right now. There's several of these articles that are demonizing the governor, saying, no, you're the reason for it, not these sports. He's wanting to blame the children's sports and for it. But as you know, a lot of these sports are doing the most to limit cases, limit spread. And then a lot of higher ups are like, oh, well, this wouldn't have happened if blah, blah, blah. What are your thoughts on that?
Bruh, first of all, it ain't just the kids' fault, okay?
Well, I don't think it's the kids' fault to begin with.
It's not, and to be honest with you, COVID-19, since we can't really track down patient zero, or did they track down zero?
It's not like patient zero is going to be able to fix all of this, Devin. That's not a zombie apocalypse movie.
Well, we thought it'd come close to it.
Yeah, it's come close to it, but it's not. Patient zero hold the cure for it. This is like the flu.
True. Bro, it's nobody's fault. I'm saying you're blaming the kids. Come on, bro. Don't blame the kids.
Especially when you're a governor.
Facts.
All right, so the last thing I have on my computer before my internet went out, Amazon is paying $10 billion to the NFL.
For what?
To stream sports on their service.
10 mil.
Yep, Amazon.
Just Amazon. Paid 10 mil. That was a waste of time.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, I want to slap an Amazon executive in the face.
Apparently, they're working to. This is supposed to be a big tech thing, where there are TVs made by Amazon will stay on the TV, and then streaming services with Amazon will also have the sports, and it seems fairly stupid.
I'm surprised Amazon ain't doing a deal on sideline technology.
I mean, they may end up doing that, but
well, I know Microsoft Edge. If you watch a lot of NFL games today, they got the Microsoft Edge tablets out, and they're rewatching it.
Mm-hmm.
Because how it works, actually, our student intern Woods up at Briarcliff, he worked as an intern for the minor league team in that town.
Yeah.
And their video software can video it, store it in the memory bank, and he can cut up and create cuts for the head coach by halftime or by like the first intermission, because they do 3/4, and each time there's an intermission of like 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is supposed to affect the Fox, Disney, Viacom, CBS, NBC Universal, those. This is supposed to affect that.
Well, looks like I ain't watching no football on Sundays anymore.
Well, they're still supposed to be on those networks, but this is supposed to add like another network you can watch sports on.
Yeah, I feel like they just wasted $10 million.
But apparently there's supposed to be like a tech deal in it too with Amazon. So they may get tech, the NFL may get tech to, like help them from Amazon too. But I'm not exactly.
They're going to get that.
The article doesn't really state on Vox Recode how this is going to impact the NFL itself. Mostly just some of the prior deals with the NFL. It's supposed to affect digital streaming, and I think the NFL is supposed to get something out of it too, other than just I don't know if they're getting paid the money or they're getting tech as well, because part of the article makes it seem like they're getting tech.
Hey, bro. John Alexis running around on the field.
Jeff Bezos is like a referee.
They're gonna have Alexis as the referees. Oh no, on the chain game.
Not Amazon. Wait,
they're not
Amazon. Yeah, that Alexa is Amazon. You're right. My bad.
Bro, they're gonna have Alexis as the chain crew.
That would be great.
You're just gonna see little robots run across the field.
All right, Devin. Why don't you tell us about your good buddy Joe Rogan?
My favorite game show host of all time.
Is he a game show host?
I mean, Fear Factor. Would you count Fear Factor as a game show?
I don't know. Maybe they do have prizes, don't they? But
it was cash.
See, I know I didn't think Fear Factor was still going on. Like, it was a big thing when I was in like elementary school, and it kind of saw popularity.
They brought it back, and then Ludacris started doing it. Then I think it died off again because like all the seasons is on Hulu. I watched the first episode.
See that you love reality TV. I like crafted stories. I like the story writing aspect of it. You like the reality part of it.
Bro, are you kidding me? That episode was crazy.
All right, but let's go. He's supposed to be like commentating again, isn't he?
Yeah, I was looking at the article.
So that was supposed to be like a big thing. Like, he's supposed to go back to, is it WWE?
UFC.
UFC? He's supposed to be doing that again. I know there's a lot of memes of him. Because I love my memes. Of him like freaking out on the sidelines, and he's always made my day.
Bro, he's so animated. I'm kind of glad. Then again, they're all animated in the UFC, but yet they make fun of pro wrestling. The pro wrestling commentators are not animated at all.
Yeah. I mean,
it's like they're always like, "Oh, a body shot."
In my opinion, I don't watch the WWE as much as you do, but in my opinion, the people in WWE have nicer voices. But the people in UFC, like commentating, are just like off the walls crazy.
That's a pretty good comparison.
Yeah.
I know in the UFC, I feel like they're like screaming through the mic.
Oh yeah, like Joe Rogan really be doing the most. I mean, He's the one that did the whole he has a podcast and he did a whole segment on the turn the freaking frogs gay. That he's that guy.
I know his podcast is off the walls.
That's how I first met this man, and I'm like, oh man, this man is a piece of work.
I love it.
As an ecology major, that man is crazy.
Lord, even Bruce Buffer, the announcer, is off the wall.
Yeah.
Again, they're all off the wall, but God bless them. They make good quality content.
Yeah. All right. Who next do we have on the list, Evan?
All right, bye, Joe Rogan. Bruh, I didn't even know this. This next one is of James Harden.
Wait, which list are you on?
I just clicked on all the ones you sent me through email.
Yeah, I sent 2 emails. You don't want to talk about Tiger Woods yet?
No, I was going to do him next.
Okay.
Or after James Harden.
All right, you do the lead. You take the lead, my dude.
Okay. All right, so go over to the James Harden's one.
Which one is that?
That's a good question. I thought you had them all pulled up.
I don't have all my emails pulled up. I had to switch to my phone.
Oh, poop. All right, just listen. I'll lead. I got us. All right. So in the article, this article basically talks about his final moments with the Houston Rockets.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to read it really fast. Thank God ESPN articles are not long. Hashtag thank you ESPN.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm listening. Keep talking. Oh man.
Okay. Okay, you're good. Anyway, he's basically talking about how painful it is to the city, but he basically feels like he thinks he needs to leave to become a champion.
Yeah, how long has he been with that team?
Lord, a long time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to Google it. I feel like it was a good minute now.
You're gonna have to, no offense, but you're gonna have to take some leads on this because my internet's out.
How you recording with me?
LTE on my phone. I don't have much of it left.
Oh, do we need to cut it short today?
Nah. We can make it.
We can make it?
Yeah, I'm just very limited, but we can make it.
Okay, as long as we can make it. We'll just do it. We'll make this fast.
Okay.
Especially on the James Harden and the Tiger Woods.
We can go a little bit.
All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, he was there for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He was there for 9 seasons.
Yeah, he's been there a while.
He's at the Brooklyn Nets right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the article basically talks about how he feels like he was going through a divorce with the city, but he feels like he needs to leave the program to be a championship contender.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, as somebody who's been in sports for most of my life, I was in basketball for almost 10 years or so. And then I recently left it. I can kind of understand the change of pace. I understand where Michael Jordan kind of felt with let's try baseball. I understand that position, but it's difficult to get out, and then it's like you're doing something else, and when it's been something you've done for so long, it can be difficult to adjust.
Yeah.
It can take a toll on you mentally.
I get where he's coming from, and I could see why. Like, I can understand being in the league so long, and you're being at some place for so long, and you guys aren't getting anywhere,
Yeah.
and you want to be a champion before
Mm-hmm.
your time gets cut short. So I can see why he wanted to leave to go to a team where he's like, oh, I can get a goal, I can get a ring here.
Yeah.
So I don't blame him. James Harden, we support you here.
Yeah.
Hashtag
Nice beard, maybe. He's the
hashtag
one
keep
with
it up.
beard, right?
Yeah, the one with the beard.
He has a nice beard. I will be honest with you,
Is that your dream beard?
dude. If I grow out a beard like that, I'm gonna look like I belong on the side of a Mountain Dew bottle with one of those long hillbilly hats. Like, where's my Mountain Dew? I'm gonna look like that.
Oh man, that man said, "Where my Mountain Dew at?"
Yeah, I got to keep it short. If not, I start looking like I look very scruffy. All right, now on to Tiger Woods.
All right, bro. That's like, let me read this because this caught my attention. That's like, it says here that the police want a little black box that was in his car.
Yes. Like he got pulled over he got in a car wreck, and the police like searched the vehicle and they found a little black box, and they had to go through like a bunch of stuff. And he crashed his car, and it was a whole big thing, and they had to like get warrants to search the black box itself.
Yeah.
Hold up, I'm. They're saying that like this is a lesson learned from him crashing his SUV, and like I'm looking at pictures of the car like right now, and that is a totaled car. And it was he crashed his car on February 23rd.
Yeah, I know.
So
All over the news.
long ago. They're thinking drugs were involved. I don't know if drugs were in the system or if they were in the black box. They were found in his car or what. But the DRE were evaluating stuff because didn't he go back to like playing golf and he didn't have a nearly as good season as he did before?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, boom, car wreck. Like, oh no, are you dead? No? Okay,
Yeah,
let's continue.
he's been having a rough time. Like after the whole cheating scandal, his wife left him, and then
His son's doing good though in the junior division.
I think it's taken a mental toll on him. Remember that guy who played in Mummy?
Yeah.
He's kind of like that divorce situation.
No, not that situation. No.
Well, I mean that they kind of made the guy go off the rails, and he quit acting for a while, and he's trying to get back. I can't remember his name.
Oh, Ben Fraser.
Yeah, he got a divorce, and then his wife wanted more money than he actually had. And the court agreed, I think, with her, and then he's struggling to give her that much money, and he lost his hair, he got out of shape, and his mental health was just taking a toll, and people finally stepped in and like, okay, this isn't right, we need to do something about this, and he's starting to do better, and he's trying to get a little more roles.
That's he was on Doom Patrol.
Was that him?
Yeah, he plays the voice of the Robot Man, if it's a voice.
Oh, Cliff.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was him.
You know,
but no, he's been having a tough time. This is the first time he's been in the public eye in a while, because he was in Tarzan and all that, and he let himself go, and he was having a hard time. Like his mental health went. Like he ended up having to go through a lot of therapy. He lost a bunch of his hair. I'm kind of worried that Tiger Woods may go down that road.
Bro, I seen photos of him. Brothers are already losing hair.
Yeah, I mean, it can make a lot of stress for a situation like this. Of course, we don't have a lot of information on this as podcasters, because this is new. Like, this is like breaking story.
I think there's drugs in the little black box.
Dude, I'm looking at Joe Rogan right now. He looks like a hard-boiled egg.
Bro, don't call Joe Rogan, dude. Do not make fun of Joe Rogan.
Why?
Because that man will destroy us both.
Okay.
Both physically and mentally.
Listen, Devin's address is... Hold on, let me pull it up. 48 Hiram Boulevard. Are you going to stop me?
No, because I want to see how far you go.
Devin, I don't actually wish ill on you.
Ain't nobody gonna listen.
You were talking about Joe Rogan listening to our podcast.
He might one day.
I don't know. I mean, he's a big guy. I mean, did he ever play sports himself?
Yeah, actually, I watched his biopic. He was doing martial arts, and then like he has a permanent foot injury.
Oh, like a knee situation.
I want to say, yeah, it's his knee. So he quit and got into like journalism and stuff.
Okay.
In fact, he was actually a ring announcer and a ring announcer and not a commentator, but what are they called? The backstage interviews.
I'm not sure.
We did backstage interviews for the first few for the UFC when it first started.
Hold up, Devin. Somebody's at the door. Okay.
Take 5.
What?
I said take 5.
Yep. Okay. Let's go on to another topic.
Huh?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. Yeah, where'd it go? Desmond, you got a thing on here about Quidditch?
Yep. We'll talk about it another time.
Okay, I don't even see the Super Bowl article.
I don't remember what I typed. This is I made March 3rd. And then you didn't show up. So Andy Dalton.
Okay. Well, there was only 2 articles left, and it was about COVID. How athletes have struggled with the long-term effects of COVID.
I mean, that was mostly talking about eligibility and stuff.
Oh, okay. So we pretty much covered that already.
Exposure.
Bro, ain't nobody safe, and we're just gotta do the best we can.
So is Andy Dalton going to Chicago Bears?
Most likely, yes.
Yeah, looks like he got signed on for the Chicago Bears, and they were like, "Yeah, the job is as good as yours."
Say it again. You cut out for a second.
That looks like the Chicago Bears said the job is as good as yours. And they were like, "You bet."
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
ESPN reported it, NBC Sports reported it, Yahoo Sports reported it, CBS.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the CBS.
Huh?
Apparently CBS reported that they told him he was going to be a starter.
Lord, man, don't let nobody tell you what you're going to do. I'm going to tell the head man himself tells you what you're going to be, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Don't. Huh?
What are your thoughts on Andy Dalton?
He's solid all around kind of guy.
Any like strong areas?
Shoot. I can't think of any on top of my head, but I know he's solid.
Yeah, he's rated at 87.3 right now in the league.
Really?
Yep. Let's see, in 2015, he was 106.3 rated in the league.
Oh yeah, he's solid. He'll be a beast.
The last time, I think the last time he was closest to like 87.3 was in 2012 when he was 87.4.
Excuse me. No, he's a solid dude, but let me tell you, don't listen to these media outlets, bro, because they think you're going to start, but at the end of the day, it's the head honcho's decision who starts.
Kevin, we're literally doing a podcast on these episodes, or these articles.
I know, but at the end of the day, this is a shout out to anybody that goes to any big major universities or any big league. Don't listen to the media.
Yep.
Just because they say you start, don't mean you start. At the end of the day, you got to listen to good old Bill Belichick.
Oh yeah, Belichick, obviously.
Or who's ever the head man, whoever runs that program.
So yesterday, UCLA played MI State.
Oh, how'd that go?
Well, UCLA beat them by 6 points.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then who played earlier? Somebody else played earlier. Jay, let me pull it up. It disappeared. Oh, you should be impressed by this. I know this isn't sports related, and I'll get to the sport article that I just found. But apparently, Ryan Reynolds watched Green Lantern for the first time and live tweeted it.
He was in the movie.
Yeah, he hated the movie.
I'm sorry, but I just feel like if I act in a movie, I don't need to see it because like I was there.
Yeah, he still has the ring, and apparently, oh my goodness, is that a clip from the movie? Oh my goodness, the CGI. My eyes deafen.
I still love that movie.
I can't. My eyes are ruined now.
I love that movie, Kyle. I watch it every day.
Dude, he literally took a picture of like the entire screen of CGI, and he's like, "See if you can spot the CGI." It's just like really bad.
Oh my God, Texas Tech beat Utah today?
What was the score?
65-53.
Well, Colgate Raiders lost to Arkansas Razorbacks 85-68.
I know, I'm looking at you. Bro, John schooled in the March Madness tournament?
Wait, who's playing right now? NCAA men's basketball is right now.
That's like I'm looking at the stuff right now. I gotta call John later.
Like the Celts. Oh man, Boston's down, dude. 45-55.
Is their game still going?
Yeah, it's live right now. They're in halftime, and then a lot of these teams are in halftime. Okay, I'm gonna go through them. Okay.
All right.
LIB versus OKST is LIB is 52, OKST is 58, WIS 58 to UNC's 45, Cleveland's 31 to Houston's 44. Who's that team? North Texas versus Purdue, 32-24. Purdue is down. SAS to CLE is 54-42. CLE is down. Indiana versus Miami Heat, they're tied into the half. The Nets versus Orlando. Nets are down 29-35. Memphis Grizzlies versus Golden State Warriors. 34-26. Golden State's up. Toronto versus UTA. Toronto's up 21-19. Houston Rockets versus the Detroit Mets. Hold up. Oh, Piston Rockets. 27-28. Houston's up. UCLA 86 to well, you already told you that one. But most of those are live right now as we're talking. They just started the second half for like all of them, but the Purdue and Boston.
Bro, what a crazy tournament this is. It's always crazy.
Like, listen, I'm gonna go for my boy the Celtics.
That's NBA.
Celtics are playing right now, though.
What college?
I just told you.
Oh, poop. Anyways, I hope they win, bro. I can't believe John schools.
They're in like halftime right now.
I thought FCS schools. Okay, I thought they're FCS.
Yeah, the Celtics are down versus the Kings.
Bro, it's a crazy time to be alive. All right, Kyle, I think we need to call this. We need to wrap this up. We're already at an hour mark.
We can go a little more. What about Juju Smith-Schuster?
Where did that go? I saw that, but it didn't pull up. Hold up.
Oh, man, I wish I had a TV right now to watch the Celtics. Juju Smith-Schuster opts to rejoin Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, I saw that. Stupid ESPN. Do you remember what the article talked about?
So he reportedly turned down the Eagles to rejoin the Steelers.
Okay.
Was he pretty good?
Yeah, he's a pretty good guy. He's like a pretty good receiver. He's pretty athletic, shows bursts. He's got burst. He's got pure athleticism. Kind of runs like a deer.
Yeah, he looks like he's a runner. You know?
He's got pretty good route perception. I mean, like, he's a dog.
Yeah.
But I'm not surprised. He loves the Steelers. I'm not surprised that he wanted to stay there. I mean, the Steelers right now have been pretty decent.
Yeah. Let's see. I think we have like one or two more things to talk about. I don't know how I wrote here. Great podcast production.
I see Kurt Schilling moved because of big meanies.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh. So he's moving to Boston because they aren't nice. He's moving his family out of Boston because people weren't nice enough because he supported Trump.
Oh, Lord. Bro, sometimes you gotta think about that stuff when you try to move. You know what I mean?
No, I do not.
I think that's kind of dumb. I'm leaving because people are mean. I personally made the best of the situation until I was told to get out, but that's just me.
Didn't he? What sports is he involved in?
I cannot think on the top of my head.
'Cause apparently he's like noted for being a big a-hole. He's anti-Islam. He's transphobic. He was the pitcher for the Boston Red Sox. Apparently, he's shown support of lynching.
For real?
Yeah.
Lord, he better get out of Boston.
He was upset for a bunch of backlash he got for voicing his opinion. It's just crazy.
Bro, you can't have those point of views. Not in that not in that area.
Yeah, especially for such a big team too.
Yeah, you might want to get out. You might want to go somewhere safer.
Yeah, especially for voicing such a controversial thing.
I wouldn't be surprised if any team take him.
Well, it doesn't look like he's going to be going with any teams. It looks like he just may be like getting out of Dodge.
That's what you need to do.
I don't get why people are so hateful.
That's just how people grew up.
Doesn't make it right.
I know, it's just their moral compass.
It's compass, but okay.
That's what I mean, their moral compass.
I mean, it's almost on par with David Duke.
What did David Duke do again?
David, I think the current founder of, what was it? I think the KKK. Yeah, he's the current founder.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's, if I'm not mistaken, still alive.
Oh, of course he is.
Yeah, he was a huge Republican person. Huge support for the KKK. Some aspects of Nazism. Okay, let's move on to something else.
Yeah, anyway, we gotta get away from this subject.
Yeah. Okay, what other stuff do I have? I keep ending up going back to Safari on my phone without meaning to. Steve Wojcicki's fired after his 7th season in Marquette Golden Eagles.
Yeah, that made me mad. I read that.
All right, give me a summary of what's going on.
Right, they basically fired him. Hold up, I accidentally deleted it. It didn't pull up for some weird reason. They basically got rid of him because they wanted him to do better. But like he was doing solid. I just can't stand AD.
Are they like changing pace or?
In my opinion, they probably want to change the pace. Somebody that could be a winner.
Yeah.
But he's got a great record. He went 128 to 95.
Yeah.
And then in conference, 59 to 60. Ooh, I mean, conference-wise, that's not okay, but overall, that's great.
Oh, here's something new. I got a new article for you. Just posted 2 minutes ago.
All right, what's
Florida? What?
Go ahead and read it to me.
So Florida Gators guard Tyree Appleby leaves NCAA tournament game with cut forehead.
Bro, basketball's brutal.
It's not that brutal.
The man got his head cut.
Yeah, he received stitches and did not return to the Gators 75-70 overtime when at Hinkle Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. He did come back to the team bench with 3:13 remaining in overtime, Florida coach Mike White said he's not sure whether Appleby will be available for the team's next game against either second-seeded Ohio State or number 15 seed Oral Roberts. He didn't know. He was with medical people right now. White said that I haven't been told anything. Apparently, he probably got like a boxer's cut, you know.
Uh-huh.
Has elbowed him. I don't know exactly. I'm not watching film on it yet.
Man, somebody done got some ashy elbows. They need to cut their nails.
That, you know, for someone who does so much sports, you would think you understand what a boxer's cut is. But basically, I think what mainly is going on is they're saying this because they're worried that he may have a concussion.
Oh, he probably is concussed. There ain't no doubt about it.
Like, there's not much in this article because it just was posted 2 minutes as recording this. But it seems like they're not like getting mad at him for having an issue. It seems like they're upset and they're worried that he may be concussed, and they're like, we can't say yet.
Yeah, well, they'll see by tomorrow or later tonight. You got to follow protocol.
All right, so volleyball parents want answers from Oregon State President F. King Alexander.
What?
Apparently, you know how never worked in women's sports then when I was a guy, and it's too true. Apparently, there's allegations that he's abused his handlings of the team, and the parents want answers.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, and I don't know exactly. This was just posted 3 minutes ago on ESPN. Like, the board is calling for cases to be brought up. Like, hold up. I want to discuss it going forward. What changes can be made immediately to fix the failures of the OSU system in order to prevent the next suicide attempt?
Suicide attempt? Who tried to hurt himself?
Okay, maybe I was wrong. Like, this may not have been an abuse situation, but it may have been like a girl committed suicide because something was said to her or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. Later on the thing, it says one of Alexander's mainline reasoning regarding the LSU scenario, and that the pro of Inter Miles, who was investigated for allegations of sexually harassed student workers, was completed before Alexander came on board in 2013. So apparently somebody may have been sexually assaulted. They thought their life was ruined. So they ended up killing themselves or something. I'm not really sure. This is a new article that just popped up.
Bro,
So,
world's crazy, bro. You gotta treat everybody with respect. Make sure your kids are okay, man. Like,
I think an important thing to mention is that we are guys. We're two white guys from Georgia. We don't work a lot with women's sports, but apparently, I will say, as somebody who's worked with men's basketball for so long, I've seen a lot of coaches go through in volleyball. Several of them have been sexual assault allegations. It's a crazy field. Like, apparently a lot of people end up abusing power in those situations.
yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, I know, man. That's why when I got offered that women lacrosse job, I was like, no, thank you.
I've had a lot of opportunities to work in women's sports. I've always been like, no, I made a commitment here. I want to take it. It's crazy to think where it could have led. because I don't remember any allegations. Well, I remember one allegation on the women's basketball team, but it was never. That was with a women's coach involved. It was a crazy time.
It is, bro. I remember when it all went down. Coach Morrison all set us down. He's like, "Watch what you say."
Yeah, I mean, you would think it's one of those situations where it's like women say all men are the same, but in actuality, they're not meaning all men. They're meaning all men like that are the same. You know?
Yeah.
All right. Let's look for one more topic, Devin. For a lighter note to end on the episode.
Yes, please do. Let's end on some good terms here, man. Positive vibes. Oh, Kyle, here we go.
Okay. What you got?
Oh, not all the games are over, so let's see if we can find an updated March Madness bracket. Since some teams have played today already.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and make a prediction. Let's see here.
You mean like our standard?
Pretty much.
Okay. So like the Super Bowl situation. Yep. The winner has the loser by the wings.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. So I think we're 1-1 right now.
Yes, we are.
You won the first. I won the first bet. You won the second. I think the first time we've done this on let's see. We'll hear one from ESPN.
YouTube.
Okay. It looks like they're looks like there's not. I don't think it's gonna be updated to the end of the night, my dude. Like the Midwest going on. Apart from like 2 teams.
Poop. I was hoping we can end. All right, we'll have to look into it. I'll have to call you personally, and we'll have to dig into it tomorrow before they start playing tomorrow.
I mean, they've got a lot of games going.
Yeah,
on
I know.
now.
That's the big. I've always wanted to go to March Madness. But tickets are so high.
Hey, what about the All-Star game that went on?
Oh, you already know. Team LeBron, team won again. Woohoo.
What do you think about that dunk challenge?
The what challenge?
The dunk challenge?
It was cool. I love dunk challenges, bro. Dunking's so fun, but I can never do it.
So it looks like LeBron's team won by 20 points. Let's see. In the second quarter, LeBron's team scored like 60 points, which I think was the max of all, like the entire tournament.
Wow.
Yep. Let's see. I'm just looking over the stats, you know.
I'm trying to find some positivity on Football Scoop.
I mean, the All-Star game is a pretty good one.
Yeah, it's just to me lately, I feel like it's so one-sided.
Are you talking like football level or
the All-Star game?
I mean, the All-Star game is pretty good watch. I mean, although you always run into the issue with so much like talent, so many people are going to clash head to head. Because you know all
exactly.
The
Oh man, it's getting late. Well, Kyle, anything you want to say to the nice folks?
Well, let's plug our You can catch us at the Random Hour podcast. We're going to be starting season 2 soon. We're taking a brief break. You can binge watch season 1. Devin's on there. Devin's on some. Devin's not very good on my podcast, but I mean, he's improving as a co-host. We're also gonna make it to a point where we film 1 episode a month on here, so you can get your monthly dose of sports.
That's right. And if you guys have any comments about this podcast or the Random Hour podcast, where can they email us at?
random.hour.cast@gmail.com. And if you want to see me bully Devin on Twitter, you can check me at the Kyle Crump. You can what's your
Lord,
Twitter
just type
handle,
in
Devin?
Coach Moore. You'll see my ugly face in a black hat and a black overpool jacket.
That's not what it is. It's at Coach Dev DEV _Devin. DVI.
See, I'm glad you memorized. I cannot memorize. Like, I had to rechange it for Briarcliff, and I'm just like,
What was
that
it
dirty
for?
D stash. And they were like, yeah, you got to change that. I was like, good enough for me.
Yeah. The funny part of that is you wanted to be called Dirty D Stash, but you could never actually grow a mustache, or it was like this weird ironic
I know.
thing. But yeah, I typically annoy Devin on Twitter a lot, so if you want to watch that happen,
It's
you
great
can.
fun.
Yep, I think the last thing I did, what was it? Did I compare us to Pinky
You've
and
done
the
that,
Brain?
yeah.
The last one I did was we've been trying to contact you about your
Man,
extended
joke's on me,
warranty.
I don't have a car.
You don't have a license.
Oof.
Let's see. What else did I do? I told you to check under your pillow for scorpions. I compared you to the Titans from Attack on Titan. And then I just started talking to you in Japanese at one point.
Lord, don't get me started on that. It's a fiasco.
And the only thing you had to do was just look up Google Translate and then translate it. I mean, it's as simple as that. But, you know,
It's all good fun here.
I don't think I've done anything to destroy your career yet.
No, you haven't. After the calls I've been getting for the past week, you ain't destroyed it yet.
Okay, so I need to
Bro,
try
don't.
harder.
I like my football career. I love football. I love this coaching gig.
Let's what about Instagram? You can find me at hold on, my Instagram's loading up. Kai Crump, KYECRUMP. And Devin, where can they find
Lord,
you?
I gotta pull mine up too. It is. Guys can find me at Devin with a lowercase d, DVIN _random _ Instagram.
You can see where he was trying to pay homage to mine podcast, you know.
You can also see my latest post, right? The Lady Gaga Oreos.
If you like landscape pictures, like sunsets, animals, you should definitely follow mine. I've been trying to, like, my New Year's resolution was to post more on Instagram, and I've been trying to do a better job at it.
Really? Mine was trying to take more selfies, and I don't think.
Hold up. Your Instagram is literally just like poor quality photos of yourself. That's like all of it is. Like, it's you in poorly lit situations and pictures of your face. And it looks like Just looked really bad. Did you have fun playing with a pink beard, though? Any comments? You there?
Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you.
You there? You're like cut out. But no, your Instagram is literally just pictures of your face, like, and just different situations.
So yeah, if you want to see that stuff, follow me.
Yep. There's even a picture of a photo you took on a Motorola phone, and it's just literally a picture of the picture on the phone.
Oh, really that one was bad. All right, we're gonna end this podcast.
What, you don't want to talk about your selfies? Oh, there's you as an old man.
Say goodbye, Kyle.
Oh, why do you have a video of me?
That was a day with the zero coat.
Did you mean that?
Huh?
It's a Coke video one, but you didn't tag me in it.
I didn't know how to tag people.
Mm-hmm. Why do you have such an Aryan hairstyle?
What does that even mean?
Like German, like it looks like you belong in the Attack on Titan, like you're going to fight.
Bro,
Titan.
Don't wish that evil on me.
Listen, somebody has to save humanity.
It ain't gonna be me.
Plus, that's like one of my favorite animes, next to One Punch
Bro,
Man.
I don't want to get eaten by a Titan. Alright, on that note, say bye, Kyle.
Alright, bye.
Alright, guys, take care. Have fun.